If you want to revolutionize your life and boost your productivity, there's one thing you need to grasp right now. Waking up at 5 a.m. isn't just a habit. It's a bold stand against mediocrity. Think about it. While 95% of people are still asleep, you're already seizing the day. By the end of this guide, you'll not only understand why the world's most successful people rise before dawn, but you'll also have a clear, actionable plan to join their ranks. Most people live in a constant state of reaction. They wake up with barely enough time, rush to work, and spend their days putting out fires. Sound familiar? But there's a better way, one that Napoleon Hill uncovered while studying the greatest minds of his time. He noticed a distinct pattern: control your morning, and you control your life. Extraordinary people don't leave their first hours to chance. They dominate them with purpose. Waking up early isn't just about setting an alarm. It's about reshaping your destiny. When you master the first hours of your day, you start to master every part of your life. If you want different results, you need different routines. Are you ready to discover how this one simple choice can propel your productivity to levels you never thought possible? Keep reading to uncover the secrets known only to the top 5%. If you're finding this valuable, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get alerts every time we drop new content like this, designed to transform your mindset and supercharge your results. Now let's dive into the 5 game-changing ideas that will transform your mornings and your entire life. Mindset 1, it's not about the time, it's about taking control. The first truth about the 5 a.m. habit is that it's not really about the hour. It's about taking charge of your day before the world takes charge of you. Napoleon Hill put it perfectly. Mastery begins with self-mastery, and there's no better time to establish it than before the world wakes up. Think about it. How often do you feel like your day is dragging you along instead of you leading it? That sense of always being one step behind, reacting instead of acting, vanishes when you conquer your mornings. The real power of waking up at 5 a.m. isn't about sacrificing sleep. It's about building ironclad self-discipline. Every morning, when that alarm goes off, you fight a silent battle with yourself. Your body begs for 5 more minutes, but your rational mind knows you need to get up. Here's the game changer. Every time you win that battle, you strengthen what Hill called the muscle of willpower. It's not just a physical wake-up, it's a mental one. Consider this. When you wake up with just enough time, how do you feel? Rushed, anxious, always chasing the clock. Now imagine waking up calmly, with time for yourself, feeling like you're one step ahead. Feel the difference? It's not just about time, it's a completely different mindset. Here's a simple, yet powerful exercise to start this habit. Tonight before bed, visualize exactly how you'll wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Picture your feet hitting the floor, see yourself walking to the bathroom, feel the cool water on your face. Hill found that detailed visualization programs your subconscious to act without resistance. Repeat this mantra. I wake up at 5 a.m. with energy and purpose because I choose to control my day instead of letting it control me. When you win this first battle of the day, something incredible happens inside you. Your confidence grows, your self-esteem strengthens, and you start seeing possibilities where you once saw obstacles. This leads us to the second key that turns this habit into a catalyst for success. Interruptions 2. Create a sacred space for personal growth. The second transformative power of the 5 a.m. habit is carving out a sacred space for your personal growth. Napoleon Hill said it best. Time spent improving yourself is never time wasted. The early morning hours offer something no other time of day can: absolute silence. No distractions, no notifications, no external demands. Just you and your limitless potential. Here's the problem. Most people squander this sacred time. They wake up early only to consume news, social media, emails. They're feeding their minds with the world's noise before setting their own frequency, losing the greatest advantage of rising early. Ever wonder why so many successful people have specific morning rituals? It's no coincidence. Hill discovered The thoughts that dominate your mind when you wake up shape the course of your day. That's why it's critical to feed your mind with uplifting thoughts, transformative knowledge, and powerful affirmations during that first hour. Reflect on your current routine. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Check your phone, watch the news, worry about the day ahead? Now imagine dedicating that first hour to something that elevates you. Reading a book that expands your mind, meditating to center your thoughts, or writing down your goals and visualizing their achievement. Can you feel the difference? It's not just a change in activity, it's a change in life direction. Here's an exercise to revolutionize your mornings. Create what Napoleon Hill called your imaginary board of advisors. Spend 15 minutes each morning sitting quietly, visualizing a meeting with 5 people you admire, living, historical, or even fictional. Present them with your biggest challenge of the day and listen to their advice. Hill swore this exercise unlocked creativity in extraordinary ways. Repeat this affirmation each morning. I dedicate this first hour to becoming the person I need to be to achieve my dreams. When you turn your early hours into a sanctuary for growth, you send a powerful message to your subconscious. My development is a priority. What you prioritize grows. What you neglect withers. But there's one more element that turns this routine into an exponential productivity machine, and we'll cover that next. Number 3. Tackle your most important goals first. The third factor that makes the 5 a.m. habit a catalyst for success is that it lets you work on your most important goals before the world bombards you with demands. Napoleon Hill was crystal clear. Lack of focus is the primary cause of failure. The early morning offers the purest focus you'll ever experience. Ever notice how your mental energy fades as the day goes on? It's not just a feeling. Science backs what Hill intuited. Your ability to make decisions and stay focused is like a muscle that tires out. Every choice, interruption, or problem you handle drains your willpower. By the end of the day, your focus is nearly shot. That's why high achievers fiercely protect their mornings. They know it's the optimal time to make progress on their most significant projects. Ever said, "I'll work on my personal project tonight," only to find yourself too exhausted or distracted when evening rolls around? That's the trap that keeps so many stuck in a cycle of perpetual procrastination. Here's an exercise that's transformed thousands of lives, and you can start tomorrow. The highest impact task technique. Every night before bed, identify the one task that, if completed tomorrow, would make your entire day a success. Write it on a note and place it where you'll see it when you wake up. Hill called this planting the seed in the subconscious. During your 5 a.m. time, dedicate at least 90 uninterrupted minutes to this task. No distractions, no multitasking, just pure focus. Repeat this mantra. My greatest success comes from my deepest focus in the early hours. When you adopt this approach, you'll experience what Hill called the miracle of momentum. Small daily wins, compounded over time, produce extraordinary results. People have written entire books by dedicating just that first hour each morning. Entrepreneurs have built empires by working on their visions before dawn, all following the same principle. Protect your peak performance hours for your highest impact tasks. Now, let's move to the fourth element that amplifies your potential through this habit. 4. Activate your body to supercharge your mind. The fourth transformative power of the 5 a.m. habit is consciously activating your body. Napoleon Hill uncovered a fundamental truth. The mind and body are an inseparable unit. What affects one inevitably affects the other. High performers know that their physical state drives their mental state. Most people are disconnected from their bodies. They wake up tired, stumble to the coffee maker, and hope their mind will somehow perform at its best. But there's a far more powerful alternative. When you incorporate intentional movement into your early hours, you're literally rewiring your brain's chemistry. Dopamine, serotonin, and endorphin levels rise, creating the ideal mental state for creativity and productivity. Hill put it this way: Physical health is the foundation on which all success and happiness are built. It's no accident that so many leaders and visionaries swear by their morning exercise routines. They don't do it just for physical health. They've discovered it's the fastest way to boost mental energy. Think about your own experience. Ever had a day when you felt drained, decided to move your body, and suddenly your perspective shifted? It's not magic. It's biochemistry. Activating your body activates your mind. Here's an exercise to add to your 5 a.m. routine, even if you're not athletic. The 20-minute vitality activation. No fancy equipment or complex regimen needed. Just spend 20 minutes moving your body in a way that raises your breathing and heart rate. A brisk walk, basic yoga, or even dancing to your favorite music. The activity doesn't matter as much as the intention to fully wake up your nervous system. While doing it, repeat this affirmation. Every movement I make energizes my body and sharpens my mind for a day of extraordinary achievements. When you add this to your morning routine, you'll experience what Hill called the alchemy of physical energy turned into mental power. Your focus sharpens, your mental clarity intensifies, and your resilience to daily challenges grows. It's not just exercise, it's strategic preparation for the daily battle toward your goals. Now, we arrive at the fifth and most powerful element of the 5 a.m. routine that transforms not just your mornings, but your entire life. 5. Program your mindset for the day. The fifth and most transformative power of the 5 a.m. habit is that it lets you deliberately program your mental state for the entire day. Napoleon Hill discovered through his study of brilliant minds, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Truly successful people don't leave their mental state to chance. They design it with intention. Most people live at the mercy of external circumstances. Good weather? They feel great. Someone treats them poorly? Their day's ruined. Bad news? Productivity tanks. They're like leaves in the wind, tossed by every emotional current. But there's a radically different approach. Hill called it the art of mental control. When you dedicate time each morning to intentionally set your emotional state, you create an anchor that keeps you steady through the day's storms. You don't avoid negative emotions, they just no longer control you. Ever noticed how some people stay composed and focused even in chaotic situations? It's not that they have fewer problems. They've built a daily practice of mental toughness. The early morning is the perfect time to cultivate this. Here's a powerful exercise Hill recommended. The perfect day visualization. Spend 10 minutes each morning, after your physical activation, sitting quietly and visualizing in detail how you want your day to unfold. Focus not just on external events, but, more importantly, on how you want to respond emotionally to each situation. See yourself handling challenges with calm and clarity. Picture yourself engaging with difficult people from a place of understanding and strength. Visualize completing tasks with focus and energy. During this exercise, repeat this affirmation. I, and I alone, determine my mental state today. I choose a perspective of power and possibility in every circumstance. When you practice this conscious mental programming each morning, you'll experience what Hill called the miracle of emotional control. Situations that used to derail you become opportunities to flex your new strength. People who used to irritate you now spark compassion or simply fail to shake your core. The world hasn't changed. You've changed how you relate to it. This is the true power of the 5 a.m. habit. It's not just about waking up early. It's about waking up to a new way of being. When you combine these 5 elements, winning the first battle of the day, creating a growth sanctuary, focusing on top priorities, activating your body, and programming your mindset, you're forging what Napoleon Hill called the compound of extraordinary success. Those around you will notice the change before you do. They'll see a shift in your energy, a stronger resolve, a sharper focus. Some will be curious and ask what you're doing. Others, unfortunately, will try to discourage you. Why wake up so early? That's not sustainable. You're overdoing it. Hill had a saying for this: criticism is the price of success. Only those who do nothing escape it. If you're loving this content and want more strategies to elevate your mindset and results, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos that could be exactly what you need at the right moment. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but can I really stick with it? That doubt keeps most people in their comfort zones, which is exactly why extraordinary results are reserved for the few. Hill put it bluntly: most people give up just when they're about to achieve success. They quit at the last mile. To help you push past this resistance, here's a practical strategy: the 21-day 5 a.m. challenge. For the next 21 days, commit to this routine without exception. No, just today, or I'll make it up tomorrow. Total commitment. To boost your odds, find an accountability partner, someone who shares your vision and drive. Each morning, text each other to confirm you're up. This accountability can be the difference between fleeting intention and real change. And remember, don't chase perfection, chase progress. There will be tough mornings, days when your body and mind beg for 5 more minutes. That's the test that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. As Hill said, persistence is to character what carbon is to steel. Every morning you rise despite resistance, you're forging a new identity. Notice we're talking about more than just a habit. This is a complete identity transformation. You're no longer someone who tries to wake up early. You're someone who wakes up at 5 a.m. Period. This subtle but powerful shift is what Hill called the defining factor. It's not what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently that shapes who you are. When you deeply integrate this routine, you'll experience what Hill called the law of delayed harvest. At first, you might not see dramatic results. You may even feel more tired in the early days as your body adjusts. But if you persist, you'll hit a tipping point where the benefits explode, not linearly, but exponentially. Your productivity won't just increase by 10% or 20%, it could double or triple. Your mental clarity won't improve gradually. You'll have moments of brilliance that once seemed out of reach. Now, the million-dollar question: what about weekends? Should you stick to the same schedule or sleep in? Hill's answer would be clear. Habits are too powerful to risk inconsistency. Allowing exceptions introduces doubt into the system. The habit stops being automatic and starts requiring willpower again. That said, there's a smart adaptation. Keep the same wake-up time, but let the nature of your morning routine shift. Maybe weekdays focus on productivity and projects, while weekends are for deep reflection, strategic planning, or spiritual connection. The key is maintaining the structure, even if the content varies. And what about nights when you go to bed late? Should you skip the routine the next day? Hill's response was blunt. Excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. If you allow exceptions based on circumstances, you'll soon find special circumstances multiplying mysteriously. Instead, accept that some mornings will be tougher, but your commitment remains unshakable. For moments of doubt, create what Hill called your burning why. Why are you really adopting this habit? What future are you building with every morning you conquer? It's not just about productivity, it's about the person you're becoming. Write down this deeper purpose and place it where you'll see it right when you wake up. In moments of resistance, this visceral reminder can be more powerful than any alarm. As we near the end of this journey, let me share a powerful reflection. Imagine it's been 365 days since you decided to embrace the 5 a.m. habit. That's over 1,000 extra hours you've invested in yourself, your dreams, your growth. While others slept, you built. While others procrastinated, you advanced. While others wished, you acted. Can you picture the life you'll have created by then? The unshakable confidence you'll feel, the projects you'll have completed, the opportunities you'll have attracted. As Napoleon Hill said, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. By mastering your mornings, you're proving daily that you're someone who not only conceives and believes but acts and achieves. The path to becoming truly unstoppable has no shortcuts. There's no magic pill that transforms your life overnight. But there's this humble habit, this simple act of daily discipline that, compounded over time, produces results that seem almost magical to those who don't understand the power of consistency. If you've made it this far, you already know something. Becoming someone who masters their mornings isn't about perfection. It's about commitment. It's realizing no one else can conquer your day for you. It's taking control of those sacred first hours and turning them into the foundation of an extraordinary life. Those who've reached this level of self-discipline no longer live by the rules of procrastination and mediocrity that govern most people. They don't wait to feel motivated, to act. They've learned that true motivation doesn't come before action. It's the result of consistent action. The 5 a.m. habit is exactly that, a choice to act before resistance has a chance to take hold. What happens when you adopt this mindset is that your presence changes. You stop being someone who's constantly fighting time. You become someone who's tamed time, made it their greatest ally. People notice. They see your clarity, your focus, your sustained energy, and they start wondering what you're doing differently. But this doesn't happen overnight. It's a decision you make every day, every night when you set your alarm, every morning when it rings. Each time you choose to rise instead of snooze, you're declaring, "My commitment to my dreams is stronger than my desire for comfort." Your challenge starting today is this. Leave a comment below with this declaration to solidify your commitment to this transformation. I choose to conquer my mornings to conquer my life. I'll be part of the 5% who rise to build their dreams while the 95% keep dreaming. Let the world know you're no longer the person who postpones their greatness to someday. You're someone who rises at 5 a.m., not because it's easy, but because you've decided your dreams are worth the effort. And when you truly live it, when it becomes part of your identity, you'll see every area of your life soar to heights you never thought possible. Remember, this isn't just about waking up early, it's about waking up to your true potential. It's about rising each day, not just from bed, but from mediocrity. It's about deciding repeatedly that you deserve an extraordinary life and are willing to do what the 95% won't, to have what the 95% never will. If this message hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Your transformation has just begun, and I'm honored to be part of your journey.